Holy shit, we defended a lead. Guys, I have to apologize for this one. It's going to be a really quick one, partly because the game was so good. I mean, there's not much to talk about, and mainly because I am horribly, horribly sick. You can probably hear it in my voice, or by the fact that I'm wearing my pajamas under this, or by the fact that I woke up at 2 o'clock today. So I'm going to go through a few of my favorite things from last night and cross my fingers that I can get this done. So the question of the game seems to be, who the heck was playing on the ice last night? Because that did not look like the Leafs I know. We won that game because they defended a friggin' lead. They were absolutely incredible last night, and I feel so bad that I had such a sore throat last night and all day yesterday that I didn't speak, so I watched that game silent. The only thing I could do was clap or hit the sofa. Now, in the first few minutes of this game, I thought that the Leafs looked frantic. Also, I apologize again. I can hear my voice and it sounds so stuffed up and I can't do anything about it. I took Advil, cold and sinus for kids last night and I'm still pretty messed up. In the beginning and even throughout the entire game, they were shooting way too hard and passing way too hard. It was missing the net and going all the way around. That was the one thing I didn't like about what they were doing. Other than that, I think their play was impeccable. So 2 quick goals were scored, first by Boston's DeBrusk and then by the wonderful, wonderful William Nylander, who finally decided to make an appearance. Everyone's been talking shit about Nylander because he has failed to make himself a presence in the playoffs. But with that goal, I think it was only 35 seconds after Boston's, he tied the game up and kept us in the game. And then Hyman scored, and when this happened, I was so excited to talk about it today. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go over this whole thing on how like Hyman's just this like awesome guy. And then this goal got disallowed, and that's one of the things I think is gonna be a problem this playoff season. You can bet your ass that fans everywhere will be absolutely livid if goaltender interference is the deciding factor in an elimination game or even like game 7 of the finals. I don't want to see that happen, and I'm sure the refs don't, because there will be hell. Luckily, the Leafs came back with another goal by Mitch Marner. Between the disallowed Hyman goal and Marner's goal, I thought that they are doing some really fun things right now. The disallowed goal, Hyman put it between his legs and Tuukka Rask's legs and then in the back of the net. It was beautiful, but disallowed. And then Marner had this beautiful backhand. He got the puck and Tuukka Rask didn't know where he was going to go with it and just fucking... Oh. And then with minutes to go, Plekanec gets an empty netter and kind of solidifies his place on the Leafs for now before, you know, of course, he goes back to Montreal. And he just gets the tears of happiness going again for me, or maybe I was just really sick and had really watery eyes. And we win game 6 and we're going into game 7. Who would have guessed that this could have happened except for literally everyone everywhere? Everyone thought or hoped for or against that they would go to game 7 and replay history. Well, I'm here to tell you that we are going to rewrite history. There will not be a disgusting lead given away in the last few minutes of a game, if the hockey gods have anything to do with it. I think that our team deserves it this year so much more than they did 5 years ago. I'm not even going to go into much detail regarding Anderson because every night he's the first star and every night I say like he's amazing, he's a god, he's just insane, and I don't really know how much more praise I can give him without sounding repetitive. He made another huge stick save this game and also 28 other saves. He had 30 shots on him last night, let in 1 goal, and it's so weird that he didn't get 40, but I like it. The one thing I didn't like in this game when it comes to penalties was that roughing call on Baquez when he elbowed Anderson in the head. I know the league is really trying to come down hard on contact to the head, so when I see something like that and he only gets a roughing penalty, meanwhile there's all these guys getting suspended for accidentally hitting a guy near his head, doesn't sound right to me. I don't think a 2-minute roughing penalty was the correct call there, but we let that one go as we were going into game 7 and I don't have a care in the world. You know what's funny? 5 years ago when we went to game 7 and had that horrible collapse, I threw up and it looked like I threw up because of the results of the game, but really I think it was because of some sort of food poisoning, although I didn't eat anything weird, so it could be because of the game. It's funny because I threw up that night and now 5 years later I'm sick again and nauseous and everything. So please don't lose Leafs is what I'm saying, because I don't want to throw up again. I really hope that I'm well enough to film a video for game 7. I'm going to do a reaction video because either way it's gonna be something to see. Holy shit, I can't even show you how excited I am because I can't yell and I can't have no energy to do anything and I have a fever, but I really want to jump up and down and like get really excited. Why are my eyes watering just thinking about it? The series is tied 3-3. We have just as much of a chance as Boston does at winning this. Actually, we might have more because we have momentum. So I don't know about you guys, but I am friggin' hype on the inside. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen this next game. Give me your predictions now. And I will see you guys for Game 7 versus the Bruins when we win.